as a matter of interest for anybody who is remotely interested. But people mime. People say, that's not singing at all. He's miming to something else, or he's singing to some other music. But what I was, it's like, you see, it's all showmanship. So when I was in the old bands and that, and I'd be waiting for them to come out. It's all showmanship. It's childish, really, and doing all the twirls with the drumsticks and stuff like that. You twirl them one way and you twirl them back the other way. But what I'm trying to say is, with me, like you hear the drum beats. I just want to make this quite clear. You hear the drum beats, and you hear a bit of bass guitar, and you hear me trying to sing or whatever, making efforts, and trying to play the guitar. But what I'm trying to say is, you can't. Obviously, one person, Bob Dylan, could sing he could sing the song and play the harmonica and play the guitar, the acoustic guitar, at the same time. But basically, and lots of the buskers are really good because they have the drums and the cymbals between their knees, and it's very interesting. You ever go up to Dublin or over in Scotland? Scotland's a great place for what do you call it? Scotland's a great place, has great time for independent and ordinary guys who go out on the street and busk. They call it busk, street entertainer. And some of those guys have more talent than any of these guys you see on the television, Pink Floyd and that with their like 50 million sort of 20 arty trucks with all their equipment and all that sort of stuff. And you get a few of these guys, like myself, and they're artists in their own little way, And some of them play a damn sight better. I mean, I've often gone up to London now. Before I'd be very jealous of lads up on the streets and anything. Well, there's a guy over there, and look, he's a genius. I would think so anyway. And the music he'd be playing, he'd be playing all this sort of stuff, drummers and harmonica players and mandolin players and stuff. And like I say, all this sort of stuff is nonsense, really. But when you're in a band or whatever, you have to have little tricks and you have to show a bit of your skill. So you're in between numbers and you're waiting for the guitarist to make up his mind what he's doing. And you would tap in your own little drum beat, I haven't got the drums here at the moment to demonstrate. Do you know what I mean? You do all that sort of nonsense. However, but the point I was trying to make was, so you have to lay down your drum track. Say, if I'm singing like that bit with Ghost Riders in the Sky, I thought, no, I'm going to copy a guy that used to be a great, poor old fella's dead now, when I used to be in a cinema and I used to watch him in London. And he used to play the drums on the street. He didn't have a big drum kit, obviously. He had a little cymbal and a little foot kick drum, and he had a snare drum. And boy, could that guy. And he could sing to the drums. Do you know what I mean? He could do all that, all that sort of twirls and blah, put his left hand backwards and forward. And so when I'm doing my little bit, I lay down, I would knock out a 10-minute drum sequence. Wouldn't be great. And I put in a little bass line on the guitar. And then I play it back and then come up with, try to sing and play the guitar to it. Simple as that. That's what we'd be doing. What we're doing. I didn't mean to be doing all that nonsense. Like the cowboys with the guns, Wow, let's go. So now, Jack, you know the secrets. So I want you to practice. When I go home there, and I want you to be able to do that. You know what I mean? Okay, right. Enjoy the music, and don't start criticizing me saying about that feckin' Egypt there. A suitable case for treatment. Okay, bye now. Enjoy the rest of the shit. Oh, enjoy the rest of the stuff. Okay, bye.
living doll. Got to do my best to please her, just 'cause she's a living doll. Got her roving high, and that is why she satisfies my soul. Got a one and only walking, talking, living doll. But take a look at her hair. It's real if you don't believe what I say. Just feel. Gonna lock her up in that trunk, so no big punk can steal her away from me. Got the one and only walking, talking, living doll. Myself a crying, talking, sleeping, walking, living doll. Got to do my best to please her, just 'cause she's a living doll. Got her roving high, and that is why she satisfies my soul. Got a one and only walking, talking, living doll. Take a look at her hair. It's real if you don't believe what I say. Just feel. Gonna lock her up in that trunk, so no big punk can steal her away from me. Got the one and only